We are here taking all the questions. So if you got questions for Parallel, shoot them out there to us, and we will.
Yeah.
I know you married. I know you live. All right, so that out of the way. And also, if you're watching right now, please share this video. That helps people who have not have heard about us or Parallel get to know more about them. So please, if you're watching right now, and I know you are, I can see you, goddammit.
We see all of
I
y'all.
see you all right now.
And make sure you go check out Parallel's page also.
Hit that share button. But anyways, please tell me the story. Let's get back to
The
this.
bad
He
band.
want-
Yeah, the
Yeah, he
bad
want the
bandmates.
drama.
I
He want
really
drama.
want to know. I want to know
You
something
know-
like what did they do? Like, were they just like
Sleeping in
smelly or like?
Play with
You know,
they
we
wanna play.
honestly, we never had anybody that was like, we've got to get rid of this person. It was more just like,
Weird,
just not a.
kooky, weird.
Yeah, we had, but they never lasted. I mean, they would be. We're pretty rough when it comes to like if somebody doesn't work, it's pretty obvious right away,
Yeah. Just not.
right?
They can't talk. I've known people in my personal life who are like that. You know, so it's just
Yeah, we're just we've always been, even when we're not playing as much. I feel like through the years it's very much like a family.
you guys hang out when you're not even doing
We used
music.
to more. I'm a wedding planner, and so during the summer I've got weddings every single weekend.
Ooh, are you married
Which-
though?
No,
You're not married, and
She's
you plan?
engaged.
I'm engaged.
Oh,
Congratulations!
Thank you.
Congratulations!
There you go.
Let's blow the horns for you real quick. Sorry, that was really loud. That was really loud.
It's my favorite sound effect of all time.
I know, the hip hop horn. All right.
Thanks for the horn.
No problem.
I got to see Snoop Dogg at the Riverside, and that sound went off about every 30 seconds.
Yes.
Yeah.
They also do this thing called the Clue Bomb. You ever heard of that?
Oh gosh,
that?
should I take my headphones off?
No, I'm not doing that one. I don't have
We're
that
not
one.
gonna do it. No.
I don't have that one. No, it's just the bomb. It's like a.
Oh
They
yeah.
do that like every time like they're done with a song or something like that. It's just something. Just some rappers do. I don't
Or
know.
somebody makes a bad joke.
Bomb. All right. So I don't know how long we've been talking for. We'll talk for a couple more minutes, and
Yeah.
then we'll get to a song. So all right. So you started the band 4 years ago.
Yeah.
You and Bill, right?
Rick.
No, Rick.
Close.
Who's Bill?
They're both like boring
I'm
names.
just joking.
Just kidding, Rick.
I'm just joking.
Bill at home, like, who's
I
Bill,
love
huh?
Rick.
Who is Bill, huh?
Who's Bill?
Bill.
Meredith?
That's our other drummer, Bill.
The other. That's an inside joke. All
Don't
right.
tell Rick.
He was supposed to be here tonight. Okay, so you start the band 4 years ago. How long did it take before you guys were kind of like show ready? You know what I mean? Like, because you were playing music. All right, hold on. Oh, Thea, were you in a band prior to Parallel? I guess I should say that.
I was, but it was quite a few years prior. I took a couple years off when I had kids. Because my husband's a musician as well, so he kind of did his thing, and I took care of the kids. And so when I was ready to get back and really miss playing, kind of like what Meredith was saying, like I just need to perform. Like, that's when I guess a friend, actually my stand partner from Eau Claire, reached out to me saying, "Hey, are you interested? This girl Meredith is starting this band." And so when I joined, there was 4 of us, and we got together like starting in March, and our first gig was like in June or July that year. So we were we just cranked out
Like
we
4
were
months.
writing like crazy.
I had
it
a
was
lot
so
of
fun.
songs, yeah.
So let me ask you, Thea. Coming from college with background in music,
Yeah.
were you like, man, I'm just gonna get out here in the band and play this damn cello and
Well, so kind of an interesting story, because actually at Eau Claire is where I met my husband, and I had a huge crush on him. He's a
What's his
drummer,
name?
Steve.
Hey, Steve.
hey Steve, hey.
Hi.
He's
So
probably
he's-
not even
He's
listening.
probably not. He's watching the kids.
Oh, that's even more terrible. You supposed to be like, hey, look at mommy right there. You know what I mean? Like,
Right?
okay.
I asked my daughter if she was going to watch it, and she was like, no, not at all. No.
Yeah, our kids are not impressed anymore. We go to the summer festivals and play all the time and take the kids, and they're like, "Do we have to go to another one?"
It's hot.
Yeah. And I'm like, "There'll be cheese curds and there's rides."
That's all they
So,
care about.
Okay. Yeah.
Mine gets
No,
excited only when he can sell merchandise, and he's awesome at it.
He is really good.
He's
at it.
really good. He's like, listen, I'm 8 years old. Buy a shirt, and they're like, okay.
You want me to eat tonight? Buy a shirt.
Yeah, that's exactly. He's hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah. So, anyways, in college, I met my husband, and actually they were looking to record and said, hey, it would be nice to have cello. So I then eventually joined the band, and that was something that I always wanted to do. So I played cello in bands in college and after, and then took a break for a while, and then I'm back at it. So it's been fun.
Yeah.
It's been really nice to get back. It's like it's one of those things when you don't play and you don't realize how much you really miss it until you get back into it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm in multiple groups and it's getting a little crazy, but it's fun.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah.
How many
Multiple groups.
How many groups are
Yeah,
you?
I'm in 4.
I always wonder how that works, right? Because
I know.
as
How do you share the time with that the 4 different groups?
I know.
It's my fault.
kind
Partly.
of. It is
kind of my fault.
Because unfortunately for Parallel, she's a very successful wedding planner and her business is just taken off.
And that's kind of strange because we're like
Yeah.
very successful wedding crashers.
yeah.
Yeah.
We might be
They
able
made
to
the
link up
movie
some
about
kind of
us.
way.
They made the
Yeah.
movie about
I was
us.
wondering how I knew you guys.
We might
Yeah.
have to link up some kind. No, just kidding. But no, so
No, it is mostly my fault because during the summer is when all my weddings are, and I had 2 weddings this past weekend and 2 the weekend before. It's crazy, and
How do
it's
you even make music?
Aren't you the
Well,
lead singer?
yeah.
You know, kind of hard if you ain't there.
You don't
right?
need to make me feel worse about my career.
Well, we can't play this week, y'all. Go to your other band because she got to do the damn wedding.
Well, that's why we're doing some of these Wednesday night music concert
Yeah.
series. So we fitted it. We find ways to be creative and find
So- and-
festivals on Sundays and other ways to play. So we still find ways
Yeah,
to
we
get
do.
out and still be active.
And during the winter months, I've got most of my weekends available.
because everybody comes out in the middle of January.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But the other thing though is it's going to be at a point in a couple of years where I am just running the company and I'm sending everybody else out to do the weddings, and then I'm just going to play every weekend.
Huh.
So
That's perfect, right?
that's what's going to happen. So
That's what's gonna happen here too.
ask me in a couple of years.
Is that we're gonna have so many people working for us
That we
That-
can pay to the background.
Yeah, and someone else can be here trying to think up questions and
Yeah, you guys seem like you really struggle to find questions.
I know. So having that career and is this just your gig or do you do something else?
No, I have a full-time career too.
You have a full-time career too?
Yeah.
Is it okay if I ask what it is? Do you want anybody to know?
No, you
Because some musicians are like, no, they want to keep that
Yeah.
that
That porn life by
mysteriousness.
themselves.
You know?
They don't want the porn life with the music life.
The
No,
fuck?
No, I kind of have the best of both worlds because I'm a music therapist by background. That's what we went to. That's what I went to
Right.
LeClaire
Yeah, you
for.
mentioned that. Yeah.
And I started working with doing music therapy with seniors, and so eventually I've kind of
Oh.
grown up the ladder, and I'm executive director for a senior living facility. So I get to have to do all that important stuff during the day, and so music is such an important outlet.
Mhm.
And for those that don't know what musical therapy is, you want to kind of explain that a little bit?
Yeah, music therapy. You can use it with a lot of.
Just for him, he doesn't know what that is.
I
so.
do know what it is.
Yeah,
I use musical
Good.
therapy every day.
Yeah.
well, it's using music for a non-musical goal. So, for example, with working with seniors, I did a group with a physical therapist for people with Parkinson's. So we used the tempo of the music to help them be successful in walking, because when you have Parkinson's, you don't have a steady gait,
Right.
a steady step, and so using music to help their cueing to help them be successful
On
when
the
they're
beat,
walking.
yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's one small example. You can use music therapy with, newborns in a NICU unit. I worked at a psych hospital for quite a long time. So there's many different ways that you can use.
So it's just not for
music.
like putting old cranky people to sleep.
No,
Okay, gotcha.
no.
All right. Quick thing. This might get you in trouble. Okay.
Yeah.
Say a record producer, I don't know, Rick Rubin hears you guys and he's like, I want to start making more music you guys make, right? I don't know what genre you guys are. I can't really pin it
we don't
down,
know
right?
either.
Exactly.
Eclectic.
Yeah, it's eclectic, right? It's like
Is
I
it
wanted to
what?
say like indie
Well-
but like folky, but like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Somebody said indie pop, which I think is probably right. Isn't that kind of like it's probably the closest we can get, but it is hard to
Yeah, yeah.
put us in a little box. It's really
Which is
tough.
why we like it.
Yeah, that's why I like you guys too, because you're not like anything I've
Right.
ever heard anywhere. That's why you guys are amazing. But anyway, say Rick Rubin wants to do an indie pop record with you guys, right?
Sure.
And you're still working in the adult living facility, and you're still
Wedding
doing
planning.
wedding planning.
Sure.
And he's like, "Here's this. Are you going to smack the bride and kick an old person down and say I quit, Or are you gonna?
I can't stop right now.
How
but-
will you quit your day jobs if you do quit your day jobs?
You know, at this point, I've just learned in life to not stress out about those things because everything works out for a reason. So if it's meant to be, it's meant to be, and it'll work out, you know?
Yeah.
So if
So-
that
like
opportunity
that answer.
arose, if that opportunity like presented itself, I think it's one of those where I don't think I could turn it down. You know, you can always find another job. You can always find another,
Right.
you know, build your career in another way.
Right. Yeah.
I'd have some
So-
pissed off brides.
That's it, yo. Just pour red paint on their dress and be like,
Yeah.
by the way,
Boom.
I quit.
For some reason, I can
Wait,
picture that too.
wait.
Meredith doing that, just like drop the mic.
Boom.
bitch, I'm out.
I'm out. Yeah, no.
We
Your
need
wedding,
that-
he
we-
was banning your best man.
Yeah, we need that sound effect.
Oh yeah. Oh, you don't have it. Yeah, I don't have
Aw.
that one. I know. I'll get it. I'll get it later. We'll do it.
Please
I
do
promise I'll have it before he's mad. Whenever I get new sound effects, I just play with it.
Oh,
It becomes a problem.
He's
It's
like a
every
kid
other
in
word.
a candy store.
And you keep hitting the button. And
That's why he wanted me to unplug these wires because he knew I was gonna hook the phone up. All right. So I know. So obviously, you didn't just bring these instruments to just stand in front of us with them and talk all day. So I know that you have some music, and it's part of the live sessions on the Shop FM is that you guys play some music.
Yeah.
Would you be interested in, I don't know, playing some of your music?
Yeah, absolutely.
We'd
Yeah?
love to.
I
Uh,
would love to.
So why don't you introduce this song that you're gonna do here?
So we have a combination of our own originals, and then we have covers that we make our own, and that's how the Parallel name came about, by the way.
Oh, okay.
So there's if we do an original, obviously it's our own line. But if we take a song that has been done before, we never do it along that same line. We really take that song and we make
Push it
it
to
our
the-
own. So it's still the same song, same lyrics, but we parallelize it.
Nice.
Parallelize it. That's our new word.
Parallelize.
I am never gonna be able
Parallelize.
to say that word.
No, he's not gonna be able to say that.
Me and my speech impediment.
All right. So we're gonna do one of our originals to start here. This is called These Waters.
Awesome. All right, guys.
Mama went back down again, lower than before. Someone help me out of here, I'm sinking to the floor. But it's a long way down to the ocean floor. And before I touch the ground, I'll be swimming back to shore. The sun is shining down on me and water's all around. The most beautiful thing that I have ever found. That as the sun starts to fall, the lonely night sets in, and I begin to drown in this water. And I forget to swim in these waters. I'm on my way back down again, lower than before. Someone help me out of here, I'm sinking to the floor. But it's a long way down to the ocean floor. And before I touch the ground, I'll be swimming back to shore. The sun is shining down on me and water's all around. The most beautiful thing that I have ever found. That as the sun starts to fall, the lonely night sets in, and I begin to drown in this water. And I forget to swim in these waters. But it's a long way down to the ocean floor. And before I touch the ground, I'll be swimming back to shore.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Oh. So that song was called
That was These Waters.
These Waters.
Mhm.
I must say, you got some very nice vocals.
Thank you.
Very nice vocals.
The songs that we have to do with just piano and vocal are a little like we have some heavier, like harder stuff too. But when it's just the two of us, we kind of have to go to some of the more ballady songs. So they're all a little bit more emotive. The ones that we're doing today.
Oh, we're getting a lot of like buttons over here. Uh-oh.
Oh, we're getting like buttons.
people
Oh,
might
that's
like you.
exciting.
People might like you.
Yeah. So we also have one that we haven't done with Parallel for a long time.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, and it's one that
Are you changing the set list?
no, I just
This is real, guys. This is real.
you changed the set list.
No,
It's
that
going
was the
down.
Intro song. That was the intro song.
Rain was the intro song. Oh, we were gonna sing it. This is it. I'm done.
Okay. I'm sorry. All right, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're out of here, I guess. There's gonna be pianos and cellos flying in a second here. All right. You guys gonna do another song, eh?
Well, yeah.
Yes. All right. Cool.
So Thea,
Excited?
Just one and gone.
Yeah, that's it.
would you like
Gemini. Gemini. Or Vagabond. Sure.
I just wanted to part.
Well, you do know we got time that y'all can just kind of just go right down the list.
Yeah, we could
Play
do
whatever y'all want.
Do whatever you want, as long as we're out of here by 7:03.
That. Okay. Thea.
All right.
I like that one.
All right. Fine.
She's changing things. We had this whole set list set.
Yeah,
Talked about
whatever.
it in the car. We were
Yeah,
good.
but
And
I
that-
wanted to do Rain, and then
That
that
was the
got just ditched.
Oh my-
Whatever, Thea.
I don't know how to react to this
That is your
conversation.
name.
For some reason, I'm getting this thing like,
How about we do Rain next after the song?
Yeah, it's whatever. Just kidding.
so
All right.
we're not that
Okay.
different, are we?
No, we're not.
We're
No.
not that different.
Ladies and gentlemen, the female version of Panic in a Meal.
Right.
Right? All right. So this is Gemini.
All right.
This is 90% of my family and friends are Geminis. So I had to write a song about Geminis.
So it's astrological.
Yeah.
Think
Okay.
about bubble.
Think about
My fiance's Gemini, my brother is both of his brother and sister. 4 of my best friends. It's crazy. So we all went to Chicago for our birthdays and it was like the Gemini Fest.
I think
So-
there is like I think that's what they do. They have like Gemini bashes.
Yeah, well, the
2017
talk
Gemini
about a
bash.
fun time. Geminis are crazy.
Are they?
I can tell you. Yeah, we are.
Have you read your horoscope this morning yet?
No.
All right, I'm gonna find it. You do the music.
Okay.
I'm gonna find it. We're
All
gonna
right.
read it when you come back.
All right. Sounds good. All right.
All right.
Gemini, don't cry now. Gemini, don't lie. Gemini, I'm watching you. Sometimes I don't know what to do. Sometimes I look and it's not you. God help me, tell me what is true. Sometimes it's hard to love you, but still I do. It's still I do. Gemini, don't cry now. Gemini, don't lie. Gemini, I'm watching you. Sometimes I don't know what to do. Sometimes I look and it's not you. God help me, tell me what is true. Sometimes it's hard to love you, but still I do. It's still I do. Gemini, don't cry now. Gemini, don't lie. Gemini, I'm watching you. Sometimes I don't know what to do. Sometimes I look and it's not you. God help me, tell me what it's true. Sometimes it's hard to love you, but still I do. It's still I do. It's still I do. It's still I do. Sometimes it's hard to love you.
So,
my God.
for 2 days each month,
You just gonna jump over the fact that that wasn't a good song?
it's the daily horoscope. This is today's horoscope for the Gemini. Okay,
I'm just saying that was a badass song.
it was a very good song, but I promised that when she came back, I'd read the Gemini horoscope.
I'm saying I almost dropped a tear on that one.
Jesus.
Almost.
And that's very rare to get me in style to drop a tear.
For 2 days each month, we're all wide open to others and quite willing to let them into our hearts. Well, guess
days.
what?
2 days? A month?
2 days. That's
Dear
it.
heaven.
For 2 days each month. All right. Well, guess what?
What?
Question mark. Yep, it's your turn.
Today is the day.
The stars want you to focus on one-to-one relationships and are urging you to let go of your fears and hesitations. Allow someone you barely know to get closer to you. Are you game? Oh my.
I'm game, baby. How about you?
That's the understatement of the century.
Wow. That is sassy.
I'm gonna start reading horoscopes from now on,
Yeah,
yo.
right?
These make you feel happy.
I don't know. I think that I've more than 2 days a month to let people into my life.
Yeah.
That's like a daily occurrence for Meredith. She's pretty. She wears her
Yeah.
heart on
She's
her
very
sleeve.
outgoing. I
Yeah.
like that. That's awesome.
Yes.
It makes it a much easier interview process when the artists are so outgoing as you two are. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, interviews usually go better when people talk.
Yeah.
You
Well,
would-
that's what's so cool about the whole band
Nope.
is that that's like super real people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, there's no phoniness. It's a
Yeah.
great group of people.
Yeah.
Well, you do know, I remember the last interview we did with your guys, the first time we met you guys. Not everybody talked.
Oh yeah.
Well,
the
we-
boys
yeah.
are pretty quiet.
Yeah, they kind of stood in
Yeah.
back, let y'all do all the talking.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
D Nice says hello, beautiful ladies. By the way, D
Hey,
Nice. Wasn't that? Was it? Who said that? D Nice.
D-Nice.
Where's that
Denise?
comment at? No, it's literally says D Nice. Hold on, where'd it go?
right there, you keep
Oh,
passing.
there it is. Yeah, D Nice.
Davison.
Davison. Hey, beautiful lady. You don't know who that is?
No.
No.
But
Uh-oh.
hey,
I-
hey,
yeah, I
hey,
don't-
Hey,
Yeah, I
hey,
don't think they
beautiful
know
guy.
D-Nice. No, I don't think.
Oh, no, they
No,
don't
they
know.
don't
Yo,
know
you
that.
don't know this guy.
Oh, is he sending like naughty pics or something?
No.
No.
You don't know this guy. I thought you might have. I just thought because usually it's it's just never. Anyway,
He might be that one random dude at every show. He just back there like, it's my favorite group.
Speaking of that, do you guys, okay, so when you play as women,
Yeah.
we're going to get into this, do you kind of is it kind of difficult sometimes to, I don't know, earn
Do we get
respect or
different attention.
that
Yes.
too, like
You know, like
you know,
they's like, ooh, you're pretty and you play music, or
no,
you know,
because
like,
you know what? Here's the thing. I think the two of us are very strong, independent women.
okay,
And I think so. I was a teacher for 12 years. And I honestly think that Thea is in the same boat where you don't mess with that.
yeah,
I really feel like we send out a signal that says, don't you dare
yeah,
like treat us disrespectfully. I don't know. And I think it's because, as a teacher, I was teaching high school boys. I was
Ooh.
teaching a lot of, and they never.
Worst human beings on planet
Well, I'll
Earth.
tell you what, though, there is something to be said. Like, I think that men are intimidated by confident women.
And that's what I was just gonna say. Is I think
Oh,
a lot
hell
of times
yeah.
people don't approach us because we do come off as very confident.
Yeah.
And there's a certain respect that goes along with that. And I think, as a teacher, I think I know that I learned, and probably you with your job too, you kind of learn there's something that you put out there that's like that those kids would never have said anything inappropriate to me. They just wouldn't. They
Right,
wouldn't
right.
even go there because they know.
Well, and I think it's also the type of places that we play are family friendly, or it's the community events. So our group is very different that way, where some of the other groups, like when we're playing the CD bar, sometimes I get the little
Sure.
interesting comments, but for the most part, I mean, we as Parallel, we really play places where we encourage family friendly. We encourage you to bring the kids. We encourage them to get involved. We try to make it, a fun time.
Right.
So it draws a different crowd.
So if you say you are playing a CD bar and you get that attention, are the other members of the band,
The guys
the
like
guys
Oh,
step
yeah.
up?
Oh,
Say,
yeah.
yeah.
They're so good to us. Yes.
Good guys.
They're awesome
Well,
guys.
seriously.
Yeah.
because I remember, like, again, the first time we saw you, and I noticed, like, that is just a good-looking band, first off.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Y'all didn't
that's
have-
true.
Yeah.
They're good looking.
Those
Yeah.
guys
Just
are.
a good-looking group.
Yeah.
And I saw, like,
Oh,
as soon as
yeah.
y'all got the plan, and people was like, uh-oh. You saw the women slide up, some good guys, but then you saw the guys flying off, like, you know what I mean? Because me and Patty was sitting off to the side, so we watching the whole thing.
Yeah.
And as soon as I heard it, and I heard the cello, because my sister plays strings also, so I kind of got a love for that.
Yeah.
I ran around the front to check this whole group out. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, I'm out your way, guy. Oh, excuse me, man. They was rushing the stage, and I'm saying to myself, wait a minute, this is a good-looking band.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
So I can see the guys being a little protective of the
Yeah.
two front women, so,
But they're aware that
We can hold
like
our
we
own.
can hold our own. Yeah, and it's funny. Like there's certain situations where, if I'm moving my piano outside and it's midnight
Mhm.
and we're in the middle of Waukesha.
Oh,
You know,
Waukesha.
I've
God,
I've
not
learned,
Waukesha.
like, can you guys walk with me? However,
You're worried about Waukesha?
yeah, if there's any place I'm worried about, it's Waukesha.
Is it
Oh, my
Waukesha?
Lord.
Waukesha is
Oh wait,
dangerous,
I
man.
want
You
to
ain't heard
know
about
why
that?
you said
Yeah.
Waukesha. No, I know
You ain't heard about
Waukesha?
Waukesha? Man, Waukesha is
I'm
dangerous.
telling you, you know what? I live
Be about
downtown
streetlights.
Milwaukee. Now I live in Bayview. But living downtown Milwaukee, I was more nervous about being in Waukesha.
Really?
Yeah, there's some. I mean, every time we play there, there's a gunshot.
It reminds me of a West Dallas a little
what?
bit. Like
Yeah.
Waukesha
Yeah, it is,
kinda
but it's a
reminds me of
little
West
like-
I
Dallas.
don't think we're playing the same gigs.
Yeah, I'm telling you. That's where.
I love Waukesha.
Well, I didn't say I don't love it. I just said it's a little seedy.
It's
Like,
not.
I would rather be
Oh.
downtown.
Oh, my
like-
lordy.
And there goes all your gigs in Waukesha.
I know. No, you're totally right. I'm
called
so
a
sorry,
seedy.
Waukesha. No, I like Waukesha. I think it's an awesome place, but I'm just saying
There
that
you go.
it's.
There you go.
I think that it's.
Little
I think
seedy.
people are blinded by.
You're just digging that hole just a little bit deeper.
I know. I'm sorry.
We're from CD to
Sorry.
It's okay. The way you feel about Waukesha is how I feel about West Dallas, so it's okay. I hate West Dallas.
Well, see, there you go.
With a
and
passion.
I like
Yeah,
playing
see,
gigs.
yeah,
We've got
see,
our
you
own
know.
we've got our own little group of people that like to hear us in Waukesha. So I like playing there. I'm just
not one of your favorites.
no, I like it. I'm just saying that it's. I think that
Go ahead,
to
clean
say
it
that
up.
it's a safe place is just a little ignorant and naive. Just saying.
Just when you get it right there to say, yeah,
Put me in River West, baby.
That's so
I
funny.
hit that button.
boom, right there.
Oh yeah, where's that at? I should have got that.
Yeah.
That's all right. Don't worry about
I
it.
love you, Waukesha. I'm gonna just repeat that the whole rest of the interview.
Every time I hear Waukesha, I always got to do the Waukesha.
So what's your favorite place to play?
There it is.
Oh, I know what Thea's gonna say.
That's a good question.
Every summer festival ever.
Oh well, yeah, I would say Bastille Days.
Oh, no, wait. Bastille
Ooh.
Days is great, but I think we've played a couple of years at Summerfest, and I have to say that is
Oh,
the
yeah.
big gig.
Ooh,
That
on
is-
what
We played on
What
the
stage?
we played on the Miller stage our first year, and then the last couple of years on the U-Line stage.
Ooh.
So yeah, we've
Mhm.
Wait a
we've
minute,
had
we didn't get
some
no invite for
great-
that.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Well-
I appreciate that.
This year we couldn't because someone is
you
a
know-
wedding planner, and one of our other
So we can-
members
I think
was.
there
Did you
might
get
be a
the
little
invite?
bit of.
So
So we get the invite to the CD Walker show, but we can't get Summerfest, right? Wow.
We didn't.
You can
play
all
at
come to
Summerfest.
HorrorCon. You can all come to HorrorCon.
We
It's
trying to
right
go to
down the
Summerfest for
road,
free, man.
right?
Can we get to Summerfest?
I was trying to see Luda.
You know what happened? They didn't invite us back because I bashed them.
That's
I'm kidding.
Yeah,
No,
right.
no.
That's right.
Summerfest is a little seedy.
They suck. All they do is play good music and high priced beer, and some people walk around with their shoes off, and it just makes me sick.
Yeah. I don't feel safe. No.
So, Thea, how did it feel to win a Whammy this year?
Oh, whammy.
Yeah.
It was really awesome.
Yeah.
Really awesome. I don't know. It's something that I really didn't expect to win. So to be supported by all those people was really a wonderful thing.
So if people don't know, Thea won a Whammy this year for String Player of the Year, which is not a,
gotta be a
not
big
an
field,
easy
ain't it?
thing to do, yo.
No, it's huge.
Especially in the
big
state.
field.
Yeah,
Yes. I was screaming so loud. Everybody was like, "You got to go up stage and go get your award." I was like in the moment, just
You know, some
taking
guy,
it all in.
some
Yeah,
guy
yeah.
in the third row is probably like,
I want to find your acceptance speech online and play it.
yeah.
So-
I,
It was.
I
it
know
was
as soon as I
a
saw it,
wonderful moment.
as soon as we saw it, I was like, you know what? We're going to share this right away.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean? That's
Thank
about-
you.
Yeah.
We felt proud for you. So
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was
Thank
great.
you.
Yeah, I like the Whammy. I don't know. I mean, as
You know
I
what
don't
I
want to
like?
bash the Whammies.
You know what I like about the whammies? 'Cause
Yeah.
It's hard. I think musicians either love or have a love-hate with the whammies
Mhm.
because there is a lot of what do I want to say? A lot of respect that comes with or recognition if you do win a whammy. But the thing that I like about the whammies that a lot of people don't know is all the things that they do behind the scenes to really support local music and artists. And I mean, they have all kinds of conferences going on to try to teach musicians how to, better get their social media or how to
Right.
get their music out or how do you better build a following or I mean, there's just they do tons of things to help musicians, to promote Wisconsin musicians, which I
Right.
think is a great thing.
So, what do you guys think about? Speaking of Wisconsin musicians, what do you guys think about the music scene in Wisconsin? Is it?
Wisconsin or Milwaukee?
Wisconsin.
Oh, that's two totally different questions
Well,
right
yeah.
there,
Why,
right?
don't answer
Yeah.
both? Why don't we do both then?
It's
Let's-
kind of a loaded question.
It is.
Let's start with Milwaukee first.
No, let's start with Wisconsin first, then we'll go to Milwaukee.
Because I know the Milwaukee.
Do you like
is gonna be
Milwaukee
good.
music scene better than Wisconsin? The whole Wisconsin music scene?
You know,
You find it more-
I'll
I'm
tell
sorry.
you what. We are very fortunate to come from both going to college in a kind of a little bit of a
That's a big city.
rural.
Eau Claire is a
Claire-
big city, isn't it?
Nah,
They got an
it's-
airport.
It's close to Minneapolis.
Yeah, I
We
guess
went to
right.
Yeah.
Minneapolis a lot.
Mhm.
but it's still kind of rural.
Yeah.
But
Farmy.
I will say that they have really adopted good, I mean, they have that huge music festival now.
Yeah, Claire. Yeah, Eau
And
Claire.
it's
Actually, when we were in college, actually when I was telling you about my husband's band, when they first they
Plug
were
it.
recording
Plug it.
before
What's the name is called? What's it called? What's his band
the
called?
band was Kipped. You
Oh,
don't,
the-
you don't
oh,
need to look that up.
okay,
No,
never mind,
no.
sorry.
But when
Look
they
it
were
up,
doing their
look it up.
their first album before I joined, they actually recorded with Justin
Oh,
in,
really?
in his basement, like his little basement studio. So I mean, he was a big part of the music scene back
Huge.
then. It was
Yeah.
it was great. But I think in Wisconsin, there's some really big pockets of some
Yes.
really great musicians. I mean, Appleton has a huge scene. Madison has a huge scene.
Right.
Wausau has a big scene. I mean, I think being able to record in your own studio and to using the internet to get your music out, I think it has exposed so many great
Oh, yeah.
musicians that we wouldn't have known otherwise. So, and actually, my husband and I do a podcast to help promote.
No.
unsigned
This
artists. No, I'm
is the
not-
only podcast that you can plug. Is this? No, just go ahead. I'm
No,
sorry. Go ahead.
But it's just like what you guys do to
Right.
help promote other artists and get your music out. And I mean, we have found so many amazing.
What's it called?
artists.
Plug it. I was just joking. Plug it. Tell us when it's on.
It's called Music Review Roulette, and we do it like once a week, a couple times a month. And so we always look for bands to submit music, and then we review it just as a way because it's so hard for artists to get their music recognized and to be promoted and get it out there. So for you to be reviewed by Piet Levy in the Journal Sentinel, you got to be one, you know, one in a million that actually gets the chance to do that and be promoted. So
Right.
whatever we can do to help other musicians, you know, spread their music
It's
and
amazing.
be promoted.
That's
is-
awesome.
Yes, it's wonderful, and it's a great way for us who are music lovers to learn, you know, find more new groups to listen to.
What's the face for? You see that? What's going
Yeah,
on with
I
you,
don't know.
Emil?
I thought he was raising his hand for a
Yeah.
question.
That's why I stopped. 'Cause I started to go, ooh, ooh. And then
I
I
have
was
a
like,
question.
and I was just trying to hold it in like,
See, I told
oh.
you it's the teacher thing. He's
That's
like,
what it is.
Miss Sype.
We actually had a song where it melded from one song. It was like our Adele tribute, and it went from one Adele song into the next. And she'd always be like, "Don't clap, don't clap. Someone's going to clap." And inevitably, someone always clapped, and the teacher would
You gave him the
come
teacher
out. It
finger?
would come out. Oh my
I'd
gosh!
send him to the corner.
You gave him the teacher
No
finger?
clapping. She would even warn him beforehand. Now there's no clapping in this song.
It's true. I'm sorry. It's just part
It
of me.
was the full-on teacher came out.
Wow.
It's true.
Some teacher in the audience like, shit. Like, go, girl, go ahead.
I walk around with a ruler.
So what were you gonna ask, Emil?
Yeah. The moment has passed now. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
So what do you think about the Milwaukee music scene then? So quiet.
You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming.
Yeah. Well, we're kind of in an interesting place because in Milwaukee, it's very divided. You're either a cover band or you're an original music band. And we're kind of that weird band that we're eclectic. We do our own thing. We're a little bit of both. We like what Meredith was saying before, we take unexpected covers and make them our own, or kind of out of the box things, or we have our own originals too. So we're kind of that weird middle band that people
weirdos.
really don't know how to classify us ever.
Right.
So we just do our own thing.
Yeah.
So there.
Yeah.
And you know what? So the thing I think that's cool about what we do as a band is, and I mentioned this one other time, but there's so many, especially female singers, where their voices are affected. So they'll like create a sound.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of that going around right now, where it's this little voice or it's this this put on kind of jazzy voice. It's not the
like
real
a Lily
voice.
Allen voice. Yeah.
It's just different. There's these certain sounds that people go for because they hear someone else doing it, and then they make their voice to sound like that.
Guarantee the
So
next
they're-
one's gonna be Julia Michaels' voice.
Well, whatever's popular right now, they go with.
Exactly,
Yeah, yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
And a lot of it is the straight tone. And they start sounding the same. So what I think is cool about Parallel is we kind of harken back to the late '90s, early 2000s kind of Lilith Fair, very real sound.
Yeah.
We all are classically trained. So you're going to hear a lot of that realness in the way that we sing, in the way that we play. There's a lot of, and we make no apologies for it, because this is like, it's a very vulnerable sound. There's no creating a specific type of inflection in our voices or in our instruments.
Yeah, it's just natural. You're not trying to
Yeah.
be something you're not. Which,
Exactly.
yeah, it comes across very well.
And again,
Yeah.
like, me and Panic sat back, and the first time we saw you, we sat back, and we both got a real hatred for cover bands.
Oh,
We
I'm
hate.
sorry.
But-
I
yeah.
But at the Jersey Street Music Festival last year, we sat there and we covered all the bands. So we were
Yeah.
there every day. We covered all of them, and
I didn't cover that cover band.
it was certain bands. It was certain bands and certain sounds which made us get up out our seat. Where a lot of times we stood there like, we're doing a show.
Yeah.
But then we'd be like, hold up,
Right.
Yeah.
and we got to go around. Which your band was one of them. But it's something about that original voice, that original sound, that you know what I mean, that grabs people.
Yeah.
You can tell when it's fake.
Right.
Or when
Oh,
you're
yeah.
just putting on a show to entertain.
Right,
yeah.
because you come in there and you
tell when
sounding
it's
like
real.
you're
Yeah.
doing
They
Billy
can't hit
Joel,
any
and
good
you
notes,
sound like
though.
Billy
That's the
Joel.
problem.
It's a problem.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I really get it when you say you make do somebody's song, but you make it your own.
Yes.
It's so
I
creative.
get that. I like that because I like Billy Joel. I love Billy Joel.
Yeah.
But if you're not him, I don't want to hear him out of you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
No, you're totally right. Like if I mean, even when we do Adele, it's still different.
Still sounds like
It
Meredith.
still sounds like
Right.
exactly.
Yeah.
And
And we do a Foo Fighters cover. We do Walk. and
Oh,
we
yeah?
make it our own, and it's
Yeah.
with strings, and yeah, it's very different. Or like the covers that we do are like Damien Rice Volcano, which is something that not a lot of people know.
Yes, I love
But, you know,
Damien Rice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So we kind of pick what's important to us, because I think
Yeah.
the songs that resonate with us, and then the way that we make it our own, is going to come off to other people as they're just not covering a song to cover it. It's
Right.
we're making our own, and it's still the creative process
Right.
that comes
Right.
across.
And we select songs because they're good songs in general. They're well written. Like I have a big, for me, when we're selecting music, it's got to have a great melody.
Oh yeah.
It's got to have great lyrics. Otherwise, it's out.
Right. We don't
know,
do
there's
the
no-
brown-eyed girl stuff. None of
What?
that.
None of the brown eye.
No, come on, Eileen. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, you won't hear that today.
Nobody wants
But
to
I
come on
love
there.
that. I love come on, Eileen. What? I love that song.
The coolest part. So do you know the
That was my.
I know. He likes
song's-
brown eyed girl.
This song is so gross. All right. Anyway.
Brown Eyed Girl was nice. That was nice. But then again, I'm old though. So
No,
you know, hey.
no, the Eileen one.
Come on, Eileen.
Yeah, yeah, that one.
Yeah.
You didn't know that? He too young for that. He don't know no.
I know that song, but anyways, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
So this is my issue with cover
You ever
bands.
see the video to that?
Emil, this is
In
my.
the street, man.
I know this song.
He had his pants rolled up like I wear mine sometimes.
You know what I heard about Billy Joel though
Billy
is
Joel's
that
nice guy.
how he did that. What's that song he did?
A whole bunch of them. Which
I know I know what's
Mr. Piano Man.
no, not the piano, not the later stuff, the earlier stuff, the earlier Billy
jeez.
Joel.
Oh, when he was with what was her name?
Yes, exactly right.
Oh, girl.
Like he changed his when he got with her to when he broke up with her. Like his whole.
Oh.
So some say that she was
His
way
inspiration?
too beautiful for him, and it put him to this this level of that he like didn't care about music that much anymore.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
And he was like, "I made it. I don't care anymore, but I still have to make music to make money, you know." And it's just kind of.
So his early music before he got with her was really good.
That's a
then when he
theory.
did get with her, it did go on a little low.
Yeah.
But then he's back though.
But I like.
That's our problem in parallel,
They-
because Meredith writes songs when she's had horrible breakups or horrible
True.
experiences, and right now she's
How many
you
songs
know,
y'all got?
we got a lot.
Yeah, it's a
But-
combo of being busy and being
well,
happy.
So we have to laugh because we haven't had a new song in a while, because it's partly because she's busy, but she's also
Ain't
like
broke up in
badly
a
in
while.
love, and she doesn't write love songs. She writes emotive, deep, like horrible, sad breakup.
We got a whole
songs.
trunk full in the back because she broke up a lot of times. But
Yeah,
for some reason, this last few years, we just been.
it's true. It's like
It
it's hard.
is.
You know,
Which
you write.
I'd much rather see her happy like this than.
But you know how much time it takes you to write one song, right? Like it
No, you know what? That's a really good question that you were sort of leading into.
Right.
So sometimes it takes me literally 2 hours. Like there was one day where I was like, Thea, I wrote this one. I just wrote this one, and they're some of our best songs. We have one Vagabond I wrote in like 2 hours.
yeah.
And then
Tell
sometimes
the
it'll take
story about that one.
months. It'll take
Right.
months. Yeah.
Tell the story about Vagabond.
Oh,
I wanna hear about
yeah,
it.
and then we can.
And then you
sing
can play it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Did you-
Vagabond was sadly, I think, our last.
Did
Is
you
that our
know?
last original?
So yeah,
Oh my gosh.
because
Did you know of Vagabond
because
or?
she wrote this song
I'm gonna
and
explain
like
it right now, bro.
immediately right after that met her fiance.
It was a week after I wrote the song, and the song is you'll hear the lyrics, and it's about, I don't think I could ever really put myself out there enough to really love someone and be with someone because it's too vulnerable, and I've been so burned and so stung that I'm such a romantic. But it's like you're putting your heart on the line. So it's talking about I don't think I can ever do it. I don't think
I'm
I
just gonna
have
be
it in me.
I'm gonna be a vagabond forever.
Right. I'm gonna be a vagabond.
Oh, I was hoping you ran into one.
No. Well, I was one, so that's even better.
Well, yeah.
She probably did in Waukesha.
It's CD over
Yeah,
there.
it's CD over there.
The
CD
Vagabonds
over
are everywhere.
Nice callback, guys. Nice callback.
The Vagabonds are
Yeah.
everywhere.
I love Waukesha.
They just called us Vagabonds? No.
So, after writing this song, I met my fiance a week later. Seriously.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's dying over here, everybody. He's dying here, people.
It wasn't that funny.
Oh, that was classic. That was classic. Okay, where was we?
We're
at?
really trying to hold in our dirty minds right
Yeah.
Oh,
now.
I know.
Like through this whole thing, you know. I apologize. We're trying
well, it
to be
doesn't help when I'm
respectful.
telling you I'm wet.
And to come on,
and then
Eileen and stuff. It's all right.
I wet.
Hi, Bradley. Hi, Bradley. I don't know who Bradley is. Hi, Bradley.
I'm just gonna lean back. I'm in his house and not
Oh,
say
dear
anything.
heavens.
Bradley says hi.
Bradley, Rebel,
Rebel?
Rebel,
Rebel.
Rabehel.
I don't know. He lives at One Toot. No, I'm just playing. All right, so Vagabond. All right.
Yeah.
So you
We're
felt like
gonna-
a vagabond. You met a young guy.
Yeah,
what's
he
his
was young. He's 5 years younger than me.
Whoa, you
Oh
got
my
a
God.
Fredo, huh?
Pedophile.
Oh.
That's a little extreme.
Yeah, I go.
Yeah, that's-
I have no gray area.
I wasn't gonna go that far.
Oh.
Well, but so
Yeah.
so you got a guy younger. Oh wow,
Mm-hmm.
wow.
Yeah. He's a baby, but he's balding, so it evens out.
Don't talk about balding.
I'm thinking like y'all two like as you start saying good stuff like yeah he's a baby, but he's balding.
It goes south real fast.
Yeah, you just
He's got corns on his feet. They're gross. But I love him so much.
I was saying like he at home like yeah she talk what? Why you gotta call me bald head? Like that's what I had anyway.
Oh, he's not listening anyway.
Oh
I
no.
hope not.
All right.
He just went
So
and bought 5 new hats.
He's very tan though. So.
very tan?
He's very tan.
is he Greek?
He sent a message to this modeling agent because he used to model. He was in like this Verlo mattress commercial.
Oh my God, I got to see a picture of him now. Is he? I got to do it. I
Well,
have
yeah,
to
but
see him.
okay, you can see him.
I'm gonna see him now.
Is he on your page?
No, he's
he's
on my
not?
Facebook page.
Yeah, right.
My
Yeah.
personal Facebook page. You'd have to go there.
I'm about to be a stalker style right here.
No, so he sent
I
a
got it.
message.
I already got it saved in already. Just go.
So he was actually in a commercial for Verlo mattress. So he
Really?
has like a fake wife. Yeah.
did
and,
y'all get like free mattresses off that?
No, I wasn't with him at that time. That was a while back. But he sent a message recently because he was like, I need to make some extra money. So he sent a message and he's like, if you guys have room for a balding tan man,
A balding tan.
a balding tan man. That was his description of himself.
For some
great.
reason,
Did he get the gig?
we should
I
say that
don't-
for some
I
reason I just got
don't even know.
eyes on it.
That's me. That's me all day, man. I'm a
Balding
balding
tan
tan
man.
man.
Balding tan man. That's
He's
a
on
great.
down, he's on down the road.
That'd be a great band name.
Balding Tan Man.
Balding
Yeah,
tan man.
super eclectic. All right, let's hear this music.
All right.
I've been wanting to hear this song, so let's go.
All right.
Vagabond.
Vagabond.
I'm telling you right now, stay far away. I know that you'll fall fast. But I don't seem to stay. Somehow I know I'll break your heart. Oh, and I know that it is hard to mend. Oh, once it's broken apart. I just wanna love you more than anything else. Oh, I'm scared of giving that much of myself. Oh. sure that I have, oh, what it takes. My heart on the line, oh, too high stakes. So turn around right now, oh, please walk away. 'Cause I just wanna love you more than anything else. Oh, but I'm scared of giving that much of myself. Oh, I just wanna love you more than anything else. Oh, but I'm scared of giving that much of myself. Oh. I'm telling you right now, stay far away, 'cause I know that you'll fall fast. But I don't seem to stay.
Super dope song.
Thanks.
I really like that song. I like the well, I like the other.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know you saw me over here go.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun.
It's great because when the band is with us,
Oh.
we've got this electric guitar that's like.
Oh.
Oh,
That
they
makes
need
it,
to come in here and do this
See,
now.
I gotta come to
No.
HorrorCon.
Yes.
We've got a couple
Yes,
of
exactly. So are you guys doing
Full
this
band.
song
Yeah. Oh yes.
on the Wednesday night?
Yes.
Yeah, we've got some really cool originals. Which you know what? Those were after Vagabond, weren't they?
What?
Yeah, they were. They were after those two other ones, Devil in Disguise and
Yeah.
Good Night. Yeah, we've got a couple of other like kind of. They're pretty hard. I mean,
Yeah,
they're
they're
pretty.
rocking.
They are. It's,
Yeah, yeah.
It's kind of
Electric's
fun.
coming out.
I like that. So you guys want to hear the full version of the whole all instrumentation involved in
yeah.
that amazing song Vagabond. You have to come July 26th to the HorrorCon Summer Concert Series.
And see the full band.
Yes,
At work.
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
And
Which I
see
just
all
posted a
5
picture of the-
members.
I just posted a picture of all 5 members of the band.
That
Oh,
wasn't
good.
that wasn't long enough. You gotta do it real quick. Here, let's go through. We got a picture here. All
I
right.
just put it up there.
Oh, let's do it again. All right. So we have Meredith in the middle on the piano, and then we have
Thea on the left.
Thea on the left with the
Guitar guy.
cello. I'm sorry.
Yeah, which picture is it?
There it is, right there. That picture right there.
Yep.
So it's Thea, then who?
Right behind me, we always have a joke. So Dave is such a good guy. He's always like, "I stand behind you, Thea."
Behind every
Because
great
he
woman.
literally stands behind me. Our
Yeah.
bass player, Dave. Dave's
Okay.
probably listening. We love
Hey,
you,
Dave.
Hey, Dave.
We always say everybody needs a Dave, and
Yes.
it's true. There was
He's just that guy.
That's
it's
Everybody
not
Dave.
that guy.
I got a Dave too.
We've got Dave's
We got Dave.
also.
I'm telling you, like I want to name if I have a baby boy, I'm gonna name him Dave. David.
Oh, that's
I ain't
nice.
gonna go that
Yeah,
far.
because you know what? The Daves and Davids in my life are like my favorite people
Yeah.
ever.
That's true. I do
Agreed.
like
It's
the
so
Daves
true.
in my
I've
life.
never
Yeah.
met a Dick Dave.
Yeah, yeah. Met a couple days with Dicks though.
No, that would be Dick. That's not Dave. That's Dick.
Yeah, his name is actually Richard. Yeah.
Little Dicky.
Little Dickie.
So
And then
They're
the
always
gentleman
really
on the,
nice guys.
and the
Yeah.
electric guitar is
That's
That's
Chris.
Chris.
that's Chris, right?
Yep. And then behind Meredith, you can't see in
In
that
the
picture,
drums.
is Rick.
Yep.
on
And
the
then,
drums.
or maybe it's our other drummer, Bill.
It
I'm
could
not
be
sure.
Bill.
I'm not sure.
Is that you, Bill?
Is that-
Bill, is that you?
So I have to ask this, right? This is kind of something I do with with when I find out that artists have families.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
It's for me when I was an artist. Well, I guess I am. Do you always consider yourself an artist if you stop playing?
Yes.
If you're a
Stop doing it?
creative
Yeah.
person, and yeah,
Yeah, you're an artist.
you're an
Okay.
artist.
He's
Once
the-
an artist, always an artist.
He's the former
My
artist.
8-year-old son does not perform, and he's an artist.
There you go.
Totally
All
an
right.
artist.
Cool.
I like
All
a
right.
friend said,
So-
artist formerly known as.
When I was performing,
The artist formerly known as Panic.
yeah, it's a weird symbol.
Yeah.
It's a gang sign actually.
Out of Waukesha.
But yeah.
Out of Waukesha.
I got
Oh,
that.
Waukesha.
Yeah, the gang from Waukesha. So I found it very hard to balance life, like my personal life with my music life, and that's what kind of ultimately ended my
Career.
pursuit in it.
Sure.
Not career, because
It's
you know,
a wrap.
but-
Just a baby.
do you guys find it kind of hard to with somebody who I know you because he's Thea's husband is a musician.
Yeah, I'm very, very lucky. So, my husband's a musician and plays, so we switch off quite a bit. So we're watching the kids, or we bring kids like to the summer festivals or things like that. But we both know that for each other, once you perform and once you are a musician, it's that creative outlet, and you need to have that. So when you don't, it's not a good place to be. So we both understand that, and so we're very open to it. But we actually have had, past members where it's been a problem where the spouse doesn't understand, or if they're not an artist themselves, or that whole idea of performing, having to have that live creative outlet, and so it can cause a lot of resentment.
Oh yeah.
So you really do have to find a balance, and sometimes
Right.
it gets crazy when you got practice and gigs a whole bunch of days in a row. But then, like for us, we just very much plan. We have family time and we do stuff as a family, and then we're off doing our own individual stuff, and then we have date night, and so we just plan it so we have a balance. Like that's what works for us.
Okay.
Well, now, let me ask you this, though. Let me ask you this. And I'm sorry.
No.
But
She's packing up now.
But speaking on that, 'cause he's in a different band. But then he's sitting here like, damn, they got Summerfest. Oh, shit, she got a whammy.
Oh, jealousy.
no.
Success.
Well, no, just be like,
Ooh.
is it like healthy competition? Like, look, baby, we doing this. Hey, y'all better get up.
No, we're very supportive of each other. So I mean, he was in the band I'm Not a Pilot, who was
I know that
very
band.
very successful. They're
Yeah, yeah.
actually having their big farewell final.
But did he
show
get a
coming
whammy,
up.
though?
They got quite a few
No,
whammies.
did
in
he
that
get a
group.
whammy?
Him personally, I don't think him
For
personally.
any
But
category?
I'm
starting from that.
Husband.
I'm starting
You
from
got a
that.
hanging
whammy
it
for being a
out,
husband, a good
stabbing him.
husband.
he's very supportive of other local musicians, and he's very well known in like the drumming community, and so he gets asked to fill in for gigs for other people. So we're just very supportive in that.
You're giving a kind of like a Paul Ryan address right now. Like,
We don't
we all good. It's just
seriously, we don't have that kind of competition. We just
Yeah,
support
man.
each other. in
Accept
what
the
we-
answer,
in what
bro.
we do, and
Jeez.
I want to accept that
everybody's
from
in
Paul
different-
Ryan. I'm not accepting that from Thea. I do not want a political answer. I need the real deal. Give me the Trump version. He don't take out the garbage. I throw the whammy in his face. You don't want to wash dishes, right? You don't want to wash dishes, right?
That is
Whammy. You know what I mean? Like, we don't, because like,
That's awesome. I'm using that.
That is hilarious.
I like it.
it's like, because what I get is this, like a healthy
Competition.
competition. Healthy competition was like, like we support each other. I understand.
No, where he gets himself into trouble is when he double books himself, or I already have a gig on the calendar and he plans something and it doesn't get on the calendar, and then we're scrambling to figure out how we're going to do childcare because
Yeah.
he's not.
Well-
The calendar only works if you actually use it.
Uh-oh.
So do you do like
Yeah.
That just sounds like being a husband.
And here come a meal.
That's
Here
exactly
go
what
Mill
I get
again.
in the
I'm gonna throw
problem.
some more dirt in there. So do you be like, to settle it, do you be like, okay, look, you booked here, we're booked here, the same day. We're the bigger band.
No, because when you're a musician, if you commit, you commit.
He's
So
never
you're
heard
good.
of I'm Not
That's
a Pilot, so
right.
he doesn't understand the gravity of I'm Not a Pilot. Like, that band is
No,
huge,
no,
bro.
No, what
That's
I'm
a
saying,
big. That's
no,
a good
what I'm
band.
saying is this though, and I understand that.
Yeah.
But if I got a whammy on the shelf,
No,
it's kind of hard for me to do this.
He still doesn't
no.
get
When
it.
you're in a band, though,
Yeah.
when you're in a band and you commit to a gig, so it doesn't
That's
matter
right.
if you're the band with 100 likes on Facebook
Right.
or 1,000. If you've committed, you're committed. Because when you're in a band, you're like your own little family relationship, and when
Thea,
you
Thea,
know.
does he have a whammy?
Right.
Does he have a whammy?
So Meredith, you
Well,
being
he got a whammy, but a whammy.
your
whammy.
fiance, he does it. Is he a creative like you?
No,
no,
no.
not at all. So how
No.
does it ever become
Hey,
like?
he's not creative at all.
No, he's not at all.
He's just sitting on the couch.
Although, you know what? I will say this. He assists for me for my company.
Oh,
He's very
And
much a people person.
He's
Very,
awesome. He's one of those
very.
people, like,
He's
if
a
he
wedding
started a
planner?
cult,
People person.
people would, the whole city of Milwaukee.
oh,
would be
he's like a
following him.
Jamestown kind of guy.
He's
eh?
like a
David
Jonestown. Yeah,
Jonestown. No, he's
Jonestown.
Like a David Koresh?
he's just very, very charismatic, and he's not a David.
Not quite to that
That's how
level.
you fell for him, huh? He got you. He just reeled you
That's
in.
what it is.
He's
You're
like-
not in America.
he's
This
like-
is a cult.
This is
We need to
a
get her
cult.
out. This is actually not an interview. It's an intervention.
Yeah.
She called us, and
That's not a real relationship. He reeled you in.
He is one of those people that
You're going to be
He
thinking about it
just-
all the way home. Did he really get me?
no, he did get me. But I'm the same. You know what? I'm the same way. We're like a power couple. We truly are.
if you like it, then you better put it in.
Yeah.
If you like it, then you better put it in. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What? Oh. All right, sorry. You could have
Wow.
backed me up with some keyboard there, you know.
No, it wasn't doing it for me.
Careful, or she might, bust out. Come on, Eileen.
Come
I
on.
might.
I
So
don't like the
I
name of that song.
I really love that song.
So yes,
I'm
my
gonna look that video up
fiance.
and down, too.
My fiance is very supportive.
Yes.
what's his
Although
name again?
his name
Yeah, again.
Trevor.
Ooh, that's a good name. I like that name.
Yeah.
I love Trevor.
So
Well,
I
I
love
don't
Trevor.
love Trevor,
I
but-
love Trevor. That's so great. I love it. That's great. Not great.
That's so great.
Great. It's so great. Great.
So does he ever find it hard for you to, like, when you leave or be gone? Like, you guys been on tour, right?
No.
No, you've never been on tour, right? Oh, so that's not an issue. But what's the furthest gig you've ever been to? Like the furthest away for a gig? Yeah.
Beaver Dam. Just kidding.
Good question. We've done.
I don't know. Probably New Glarus. Not New
Actually,
Glarus.
probably HorrorCon.
What was the one that we
The
did?
nice thing about Milwaukee is there's so many
Yeah,
venues.
yeah.
There's so many festivals.
No. What was the one that
Yes.
we did at the beer garden?
In Madison?
Tyranina.
Tyranina.
Capitol Brewery's beer garden?
No, it's Tyranina.
Gargant?
Well, that's what it's called. It's like they spell it with a T, don't they? Yeah.
I think Tyranina is probably the farthest one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was pretty far.
How
That was
far
an
away is that?
Awesome gig. I don't remember, but I just remember it being far.
Yeah. Okay.
It was also good. I don't know.
Did you guys stay?
awesome.
Were you spent the night? Did you come back that
No,
night?
no,
you
we
came
came
back.
back,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. So you've never like been
So,
away.
I
then.
have to admit, like
I have in
feel
other
like
bands, but
I feel
Oh, okay.
like I feel like I have a thing that I carry around that I feel bad because I feel like if I were like, you guys, let's go on tour and let's just make this happen, I feel like it could happen. But I feel
Idea.
bad about it because
I'm trying to figure out why you're not doing it then.
Right.
I can't. Well, I just
all of the members have careers. Like none of us are full-time musicians. We're all
yeah.
doing
Right.
this because we enjoy it, and I think that's partly why we get such a good reaction from people when they come to see us live, is because they see what we're doing and we're enjoying it and we're having fun, because it is that creative outlet. So all of us go to day jobs and do our thing, and
Yeah.
but that's something to look forward to and something that we really enjoy. So
I'm sorry.
you're beeping over there.
I know.
You've been there too long. Get out of there.
I know. I thought I turned this off. I got to turn the sound off.
You know, I keep looking at Thea's headphones. They're Call of Duty.
You know, I was trying to keep that a secret. We're actually mercenaries, and those are.
Cracking me up.
I know. So
Wait, are you part of my cult?
yeah. This is not an intervention. We have actually been called to.
Join in.
Joy.
We are joiners.
So I mean, so he's very.
He is, but he is very much his own person.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he will like
He's very
he'll
independent
be
as
like,
well.
yeah. He's like, I'll come to see Parallel every once in a while, but when we're playing, he's like, no, I just saw you guys like 6 months ago.
I know all your
Like,
songs.
I know. I mean, no, not
Yeah,
6
he's
months
really
ago.
supportive.
Yeah, I see. Oh, I'm fine. Yeah, I saw you.
You know
6 months
what
ago.
though? I like it because I feel like in other relationships they were so controlling and so just
Had to be there
like
every
lived
moment.
vicariously
Yeah.
through me sometimes,
Yeah.
and they were like such needy people. That
Your
they
past
were,
relationships
Oh,
you're talking about
yeah.
right now?
Yes.
Ooh, let's get in
So,
it.
so he's
Yeah.
he's not the boyfriend that shows up to the concert like, you know, you was playing that keyboard a little bit too
No.
hard.
Oh no, they would be.
No, like I'm gonna unpack for you, and I'm going to write your set list, and I'm going to.
Oh, wanted to be
Yeah.
manager.
Oh God, no, yes, and just
Yeah.
very. I had one that was literally if a male, a guy started talking to me, he'd be standing right behind him, like.
It's my girlfriend.
Oh,
A little jealous.
yuck.
But that is the nice thing. Trevor is very independent
is.
and very confident as well. So
And
That's
I think
right.
that there's a
He's
mutual
trusting, you
respect
know?
there, and I
trust.
appreciate it. And it's like I don't know, he's just he's an actual real confident person rather than cocky. You know, he's got a very natural confidence about him, and
Comfortable in his own skin. then.
he's totally is. And I think
I
that
like
we're.
this Trevor guy. Can I date
Yeah.
him?
I
No,
know.
I'm not- I'm sorry.
telling you,
I'm not
he's.
gonna.
Big shout out to Trevor out there, wherever you're at.
Yeah.
So here's
Couch
a,
or
this,
whatever.
this,
He's not listening. He's listening to some other band.
Man, this boy's support is great. Boy, I tell you.
So this is
Man,
it's
do
a
without
great
you,
line of
Trevor.
question because this leads into the other question I have that I usually ask the bands is you've had your heart broken. You've had your heart broken before.
I've never had my heart broken.
Never, right?
I-
So
I've never
really?
had my heart broken.
seriously?
Dead serious.
Holy shit.
Trevor, don't listen to this.
He's like, damn,
For real?
For real.
How is that possible?
Well,
Are
do
you the only
really
one
wanna
doing the
get,
bra- the
do you wanna
breaking?
to
Do you
get,
do
do you
all the
want to get into
breaking?
the psychology of all of this?
I
Because
really do.
so
well, welcome to Dr. Phil.
I swear to you, it's always been where I end up dating these. Like I think it has to do with like just attracting the wrong type of very needy mama's boy
And
people.
you just figure it out and you just go.
Break
I
it
don't
up.
want
And
this
it's
anymore."
always
Yeah.
like I feel like they're not strong, independent people themselves, and so it always comes like this,
Yeah.
and it's never.
So she's got the song that's about,
Ugh.
oh, it's time to move on. Thanks now, and
It's a
and
great time.
and great time, but it's time to part ways. And then she's got the, okay, you're a stalker now. You need to knock it off song.
It's like
and
it's like a series songs.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm dead. So
I
I
don't
really.
think I've ever met someone who's never had like who's been in love and then kind of not happy.
Yeah,
and
but
just
I
kinda-
never really was in love though.
Yeah, remember
Oh.
she had the mama's boy.
Yeah.
They got rid of him.
right.
Right. I get it. I mean, I just
Not
it's
everybody
just
went through a
amazing.
heartbreak, man.
I mean, okay, I understand. I hear what
Everybody
you're
ain't.
saying.
Hey, I'm just saying.
I will say there was one guy that was in college, not in college with me, but I dated him like my freshman year of college.
Mhm.
And it was the one where I felt like I was on the other end of things, where I felt like it was the first time where I really, really liked him and it just wasn't a mutual thing. That's the only thing that I feel like I can say sort of.
Yeah. So this Trevor
But
thing.
it wasn't
is-
a love, it was more of
So
like an infatuation.
If she and Trevor break up ever,
You're
or
gonna make
divorce
some
or whatever,
great
we're going
music.
freaking gold.
Yeah, you guys.
We're
are,
going gold.
You guys are going platinum. you guys are going diamond over
Tour,
here.
here we go.
Yeah.
Trevor
No,
brought
but
it-
you know,
So-
it's funny. I don't have any love songs.
Trevor brought
I
it.
mean, they're
I need
all
a new
about
car.
like
We actually had a gig where we had somebody come up to us and they said, "Oh, there's this couple and they want to propose. Can you play a love song when you get to a love song? And let us know because we want to." We're like, we don't have any love
you
songs.
know what?
it's all about like
Sorry.
mama's boy, get out of my life.
Yeah, we got a whole bunch of breakup songs though.
So you write all the songs.
Yeah.
So do you let the other bandmates get in and
Yeah.
add
Yes.
input and stuff, or are you
Totally.
super controlling?
No, actually,
No, she's like, here, I got this idea, and we change up the tempo and write different parts and
Okay.
move things
Yeah.
around until we
You
make
should
it our own.
hear-
It's really a fun process.
it's really fun. In fact, there's a couple songs that I came in with, and I'm like, here's what I have, and it totally gets flipped around to the point where it's hardly even recognizable. Yeah, it's
Oh,
cool.
okay. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
That's-
no, I'm definitely like I really appreciate. I always feel like if I bring something to the table, when we've got 5 musicians, it's going to be a better song when you
Oh, yeah.
allow that input and just it turns out to be just a fun process, and then the band owns it.
Yeah.
Have
And,
you written
she's-
any songs where the band members be like, "Man, that sound like shit. I just don't like that."
No,
So they just,
I've said
I've done
that
that
to
to-
my own songs.
I've done that to cover songs. I'm like, yeah, no, we're not doing that one.
Yeah, and I'll write
And I'm
songs
not
where the
afraid to say
band is
that.
like, the band loves the song, and I'm like, I hate this original, and they're like, no, we love it, and I'm like, I hate it. We're
Well,
not
when
doing
she
it.
when she performs it like a Disney princess song, yeah, then you got to play it. You got to play it for them. This song is called "Paralyzed," and all of us in the band like it, but she
yeah, I
made
wonder
it.
if I,
She
I gotta
hates it?
find it.
She made it sound like,
'Cause
under the sea.
I did because it
Ariel
was
Oh,
just
like let
version.
it go.
Yeah, and you know what?
Let it go.
not like that.
Well,
no.
you got to
Oh,
hear
sorry.
this
I apologize.
because you're
So the funny thing about it is that I never really write like positive songs.
and this is one of those.
I just like negative stuff.
This
And it's about so you don't know what you do. It's kind of like
It could
No.
be, but
I've never had these emotions before.
I've never had these emotions.
How do I put music to this?
Oh my god, I even took it out of our list because I hate it so much.
Oh, that's so funny.
No, I think it's in here somewhere. Maybe not.
You got to
Parallel. Oh, here it is.
Here it is.
So-
you got to hear this.
Okay, I have to change piano songs for this.
Okay.
Ready?
Oh, jeez. It's so happy. I love it. All right, I'm gonna shut
No,
up.
this
You
is
play
the
it.
Disney version. So ever since I did this, I was like, we can't ever do that song again. And it was a joke. So I'm gonna sing it like a Disney princess, and I'm telling you, Disney is gonna be calling and writing messages right now.
I got you. All right,
Ready?
I'll relay the messages.
A tiny flicker, but still a glow. I feel that flame
oh my god.
inside of me grow into a fire that could blind the sun. A strength inside of everyone.
This is actually a really good song. That's actually a really good song. Like that's like a really good, like upliftingly kind of, Disney song. Like
You
Thea
know
said.
what?
Yeah, it's
That is a voiceover coming. That is a voiceover
All right.
coming.
Yeah, you
So
get
when
some
you listen to the
ADR work, yeah.
lyrics, like the lyrics are actually like, I mean, so the chorus is paralyzed by the fear of mistakes. We're not good enough, or we don't have what it takes. Could it be that the demons we face are the very doorways that lead us to grace? The harder we fight, the farther we fall. I've learned makes us stronger, but most of all helps us see past the walls we build into love and why we're strong-willed. I think it's okay to embrace our faults, but learn to accept the insults. It takes a lot to admit when we're wrong, but this is what makes us strong. So the words are really good.
Right.
It's a great song.
Yeah, yeah.
Great
We all
words.
love it.
But when you put it to Disney,
Well, yeah.
I mean, this is the song that
it
Sounds
sounds
like
good
an
when it's
uplifting
not
yeah.
Disney
this is the
style.
song that Jasmine is singing because she's feeling like she needs some positive.
Right. Aladdin
Imagery.
didn't show up when he was supposed to.
Yeah.
Such a jerk.
So
No, but I
mean-
think Meredith does her best when she is very emotive. Like I said before, she
Yeah.
kind of wears her emotions on her sleeve, so she can really get to the nitty gritty and and it really convey some deep emotions in some of her songs. So this is hard for her
Yeah.
to write a positive, happy song and be happy
Yes.
with it is
My life
not
is
in
just-
her vocabulary.
But aren't you happy? And you
She
seem very
is.
positive.
See, that's-
yeah, and when I was a teacher, I could say those words and totally be emotive and feel it. But when I sing,
I'm so
when I write
confused.
music, it's all about like it's when you're going through difficult things that you write the best songs.
I'm so confused right now.
Why?
You never experienced heartbreak, but you don't do positive songs because you back with the seedy people. But then it's Waukesha over here.
You know
But then
what?
again,
Short answer: I'm a Gemini.
that's it. That is,
There
that's
you
it.
go.
That's
That
it.
is, that is. All right, so do you have some more music that I could hear
Yeah.
that's not Disney? Even though I do want
Yeah,
I
that-
do like
that
that
was
song.
good. That
I
was
do like
good.
that song though. I'm not gonna lie.
So
I saw
you know what
Shrek
would be
all
kind
over
of
the place.
fun would be
That's
I
a
wonder if we
DreamWorks
can do walk.
Movie, by the way.
I'm just saying, I just saw. So.
I think it's hard without.
You think so?
Yeah. They'll have to come to one of our upcoming gigs.
Yeah.
There you
Sure,
go.
wow.
That's all right. How about we just do? Here, how about this? How about we do
Upcoming gig where?
like?
Go ahead. Shameless plug. Go ahead. Throw it out there.
I don't know. It is kind of hard to like end on Disney.
Yeah. Well,
That's fine.
we've got a gig coming up in Milwaukee on the 19th.
Oh, I know. We
Oh.
How about my heart?
That's at Denham Park,
Yes,
right? Denham Park
on the
concert series. Yeah.
19th, and that's a great one. You bring your lawn chairs. It's kid friendly. It's dog friendly. It's come hang out. It's really it's a fun. We played that quite a
Yeah.
few years. The 26th is HorrorCon.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the 29th, which is not on there, we're at the Washington County Fair, at the homegrown tent.
Oh.
So we're there, and then we've got a great, really fun beer garden gig at the end of August. It's the South Shore Terrace Beer Garden. So
It's like
much
a block
fun.
from my house, so I
Yeah.
just walk with my piano
on wheels.
on wheels. I'm on
Can you
wheels.
imagine that?
I tried to carry it up this. Okay, so for people who don't know about the Shop FM's office, we have like 2 very steep flights of stairs, and I was tasked with carrying up this enormous Yamaha piano here, and I don't know if you could tell, but I was winded just a little bit, and I can't imagine you carrying this places because I didn't. I wanted to throw it and be like, I don't want to do this interview anymore. I don't want you coming in here with this damn thing.
I know. It's a pain. And, you know, I put it in my car by myself, and I swear the neighbors are just laughing at me, like watching out their windows. I'm like, watch this. Watch this girl, this little girl try to get this piano in there. It's
Rick, she's at it again.
It's just hilarious. Oh, man.
That's where Trevor's standing inside going,
Oh, yeah, he's not like, he's super sweet and will do super sweet things. But when it comes to this stupid piano, I'm like, you know, can
on
you,
your own,
I'm
babe.
like, okay, can you help me this morning get this in the car? And he's like, I've got to leave it this time. I think that he's just laughing inside, like videotaping me.
I don't know what kind of view I got of Trevor now. I just don't. I don't know.
I like this guy. I want to hang out and have beers with him.
Yeah.
He's a realist.
he's
If any,
great.
he keeps it real for sure.
Trevor,
And
I love you,
I'm a
bro.
dreamer. He's a realist, so you know we're
I
like
want
that.
to call him in here so bad right now too. I just want Trevor. Come on in, man. You got the open door policy. Come on in. Join
You
us
would
anytime.
love. You know what? You would love him. I know you would, because he's.
Come call me.
But what we can tell by the way you talk to him when we're talking, you
Yeah.
kind of gaze off and there ain't no sunset over there, but you know, yeah, we can see it in your face.
Oh.
All right, so let's
Yeah,
get to this
he's-
song. I want to hear it. I want to hear some
Okay.
more music.
So this is one that I wrote on an airplane,
Ooh.
and I wrote this quite a while ago. But I was on my way back, and this is the epitome of writing a song when you're just in a really bad place. So this is I was coming back from Arizona, where I just, you know, it was gorgeous. I was staying in this McMansion, just this beautiful, beautiful place, and I was laying out, and the sun is coming down on me, and I'm like, at the time I was like, you know, in my cute little bikini. I should have been on top of the world. And I come back and I'm like, I can't wait to get back to the frozen cold snow and the ice.
Your emotions are weird.
Well, Gemini. I'm a Gemini. Wait till I go off my antidepressant songs. They're going to be flying out of me.
Prilosec made me write this.
Yeah. Totally. That's what I do for fun. I just go on and on.
Prilosec.
Oh wait, that's the wrong drug.
That's
What's the-
like a
yeah, that's
like
something
a
else.
heartburn
Yeah,
Do you
medication.
have
yeah.
acid reflux too?
Yeah.
So, you know,
Yeah.
if I try that.
You
I'll
meant
see it.
My
Prozac.
bad. My
You meant
Prozac.
There's a
Prozac.
difference.
My bad, guys. Sorry, you can't make mistakes. Jeez, guys.
So this is the Prozac song. All right, am I still in Disney mode? No? Okay. I'm not. Okay, hold on a sec here. All right.
Even as I sit here in what most would see as paradise, I feel sorry for myself and tear apart my mind in order to explain away these unwelcome pains that take over all of me like a plague-laden body. Self-prescribed distractions, a placebo for my mind. But my heart, oh, my heart is too stubborn. She's too smart. Oh, 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 oh. She's too smart. Like she'd be weak enough to wonder how foolish of me second guess her power. She'd be weak enough to wonder how foolish of me to second guess her power. I come home to cold and lonely snow my heart's reflection. Frozen icicles are more suited to my mood, and they welcome me back without a question. No more lies or deception. Haunting happy rays like daggers to my heart. Laughing, pointing, ruthless like those high school girls with golden hair that shimmered like the sun on the water. Like the sun on that water. Like she'd be weak enough to wonder how foolish of me to second guess her power. Like she'd be weak enough to wonder how foolish of me to second guess her power. How foolish. How foolish of me. How foolish. How foolish. How foolish of me. How foolish.
My goodness. I just want to hire you to play me to sleep every night. Is that okay?
That
Is
is
that okay?
As long as it's not the Disney princess. Right.
No,
Tiny
just
flicker.
just
It's the flicker word. I think that's what does it. It's just like this.
tiny
I wanna vomit.
flicker. That's
Yeah.
nice. I like it. All right. So we're about there, but I think this is Dan says he loves that song.
Thanks, Dan.
He says
Dan.
oh no, he says love songs suck ass.
Oh,
That's what he says. Yeah, Dan is one of those weird emotion people too.
Yeah.
who's
Yeah.
Dan?
Dan Buckner.
Dan Buckner,
Come
Georgia
on.
Street Music Festival.
Yeah.
Oh,
Phoenix
what?
Workout.
You just
Horicon
said
Phoenix
okay.
program.
You just
yeah.
said
I just
Dan.
said Dan, right? Exactly. So you're just
So
like
Dan didn't like that song. It wasn't a love song.
No, he said
said he
love
loves
songs suck ass. I guess. No, I
He's-
misread
he's
it
agreeing with the.
with what you were saying.
Oh
He
yeah,
said
love
song.
songs.
What
suck
happened
ass.
is that I'm looking at his phone, which is behind on the comments.
Got
and I
it.
need to be looking here.
Yeah, love songs suck ass. They just don't do it. You know what? The next song I write though is going to be a love song, and it's going to be.
I can write you guys a love song because I love love.
I love love too.
Don't let him do it.
I will.
Oh boy.
Tiny flickers.
Yes, tiny flickers, but still a glow.
Exactly. That's how love. That's what love is like.
So My Heart was one of the first. It was kind of our first real Parallels original.
Yes, it was.
That was one that we kind of started with, and then it just felt really successful with it as a band, and then we kind of went from there.
It's a very good song. I can definitely
you.
see why it would be
It
a
was-
successful
You know,
song.
it's the songs that are, I think, the best songs that we have, the best originals, are the ones where the lyrics were all written first. So it's poetry. So it's, you know, the lyrics to me are huge. And if it's, and sometimes, you know, when I first started writing, it was, I would write the piano and then I would put words to the piano. And then I discovered that the best songs that I've ever written are the ones where the poetry came first, because then the music reflects what I've written. And they're the most emotive, and when you have words that are meaningful, it's much easier to perform them. It's much easier to get into the feeling that you had when you wrote them. If
Right.
that makes sense.
And it
No, it
don't
makes
hurt
a lot
that
of
you got
sense.
strong vocals too. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
that is very evident that your vocals are very strong. So.
Did you have any training, vocal training?
Yeah, I was a music teacher.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I meant like
Yeah.
you know, like
Private lessons?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, many.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
taught private lessons too.
Oh, okay. Do you still teach lessons? Not. I'm just asking for somebody
You know
else.
what? I teach piano lessons now, just on the
Oh, okay.
side, but we got a one.
Hand up, man. This guy.
I'm not taking any
School
more
teacher,
students though.
man.
I can't do it anymore. I'm too busy. But yeah, I don't
love
teach. I
piano.
don't teach singing voice lessons anymore, just because. I don't know. I like teaching a classroom, but I don't really like teaching private lessons all that much. I
That's
just don't.
fine. I'll tell the guy. Hey, don't worry about it then.
Don't worry about it.
You had a guy.
I had a guy that was looking for lessons. It's
Oh
okay.
yeah.
Don't worry about
Sorry,
the
guy.
No. All right. So
Was it Dan?
Dan, I'm sorry, dude. All right. So I have some really weird questions. So I'm gonna do to close this out.
Okay.
But I want to thank you guys for coming in and
Thanks
taking
for
Yeah,
the
this
time.
is
having
very
us.
fun. I
Yes,
really
Yeah.
enjoyed
you guys are fun.
Thank you.
Great.
Yes.
Well,
Make sure you come back
we
again
vibe
now.
off of you,
Yeah.
right? We can't be fun if you're not fun.
That's
Right.
right,
Then we'll
and
just
we
look
are
like
fun.
assholes making jokes. All right. So some of these questions are weird.
All right, we do weird. We're
One of them I did ask was the heartbroken one. You never had your heart broken.
No.
So Thea, you've had your heart broken, I'm
Oh,
guessing.
yeah.
Okay,
sorry.
right.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Exactly,
I guess
right?
I'm just a hard piece of metal that can't be bent.
No, it's okay. You're just a confident woman who knows what she doesn't want.
Yeah,
That's all
true.
there is, right?
She cuts it off before she gets her heart
Right,
broken.
exactly. That's
She's
very
a smart
commendable.
one.
Yeah. It's creepy, but it's commendable.
It's creepy.
Ice Queen. Ice Queen.
All right, so you've had your heart broken. So if you could tell that person one thing, if you could say one thing to that person,
Oh.
what would it be? And say it into either camera on either side of you. Say it. Just look at it and just say this. Hold on, let me zoom in. I'm just like, okay.
Did you really?
Wow.
No.
No, I didn't zoom in. No.
I've been
so-
waiting on this one. I got this note
So
right here.
the worst heartbreak I think that I have, well, and it's kind of a funny story. It was high school sweetheart kind of thing, and went off to college, and the relationship had been over between us, but nobody wanted to make the
Make the move.
to sit.
Right.
So I had been trying to reach out to him, okay, we're done, let's move on, and he broke up with me through email, and it started
Bastard.
with, for all intents and purposes,
Ooh.
we are through.
Well, somebody
So
needs
guess
to
what?
teach him its intents and purposes.
Exactly.
Intensive
Exactly.
purposes.
And
Yeah.
still to this
Oh,
day,
I
I'm
hate
like,
that.
you're an ass. I have no respect for you.
There
You
it
don't
is.
break up with people over an email.
Especially if you have bad
Grow
grammar.
grow a pair and go talk to the person. Right?
There it is. Yes,
Ugh.
absolutely.
So look at me now, bitch. No.
Boom. I need that button.
Whammy!
Oh, damn
Whammy!
it. Hold on.
Rewind.
I was looking at the next question. I apologize. You just get this one. So
Now be
ready.
loud.
Yes.
So
Now be ready
loud.
again.
You did it. You did it.
Slap. You could slap him with your whammy.
There you
I
go.
could.
Yeah, you could.
I'll use it like a dagger.
You could do
Yeah.
that.
The whammy slap.
Yeah,
Look at this. Here's my
He's like,
whammy.
no
Where's
whammies,
yours?
No whammies. No whammies.
Have nightmares
Whammy
forever.
this.
No whammies. No. All right.
Next question.
Tiny flicker.
Next question.
All right. So. All right. Living or dead? Living
I'm
or-
alive.
No. I'm. All right. Any musician, living or dead, right? That
Okay.
you look up to, would you choose to collaborate on a heist with?
A heist.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
Not a song.
Not a song. No.
Oh,
I'm talking
Ella
about.
Fitzgerald.
A bank heist, jury heist.
Oh, Ella.
Ella.
All righty.
Hell yeah.
A heist.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe Madonna.
You can do
She'd
song
be pretty
too.
bad.
If it's,
Ella-
if
Ella-
it's Madonna,
Ella.
I think Madonna. I think Madonna would be a good
But
one.
Madonna get naked in the middle of the heist. No, you don't want to
Yeah,
do it with
she
her.
would.
Yeah, you don't
She-
want to do it with her. She leave DNA all over the place.
Yeah.
You don't want her with you.
No, I think
Oh.
Ella. I think Ella is.
Ella
I
who
just,
now? Ella who?
Ella Fitzgerald. She's just
Okay, I'm just saying. It's another young lady now named Ella too who don't make no good music.
Who's
I don't
that?
like her.
And you think
Love
that
Ella.
I would want to do a heist with her?
You just said Ella.
There's only one Ella.
My,
There
my,
you go. There you go.
my daughter is partially named after Ella Fitzgerald.
Oh, see, there you go.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
There you
and
go.
my son Miles is partially named after
Miles Davis.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah,
Yeah. Wow.
So you would do the heist with Miles Davis?
sure.
Yeah,
There you go.
it's kind of a weird question. I don't know.
It is. Yes.
I know. I told you it was a weird question.
So probably
These are
some
weird
guy
questions.
with like a dirty mind who's like,
Oh,
"What would you do? How would you spread the butter on your bread?"
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm a sick
you
guy.
You want to hear?
Oh, it's your question?
It's my question. These aren't people. These are my questions.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm a fucking weirdo.
That's a weird question, but you know
No,
what? I like
I've
it
had
because
worse.
I like weird.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Why do y'all empower this stuff? It's like,
I do. I like
get
weird.
empower this. I got to deal with this every day.
All right, no, like living
Awkward.
or dead. Who would you collaborate on a song with? No, for real now.
A song?
Yeah,
For
like
real?
yeah, to do music with. If you could collaborate with one musician,
one-
Oh,
person
I
back.
know who that would be.
who would that
Yeah,
be?
me too.
I really, a lot of my influence when I first really started liking original music, it was Sean Colvin.
Okay.
Too
and-
funny.
Oh, it's hers.
Why
too?
would that be you?
Well, no.
You would say Sarah
no,
McLachlan.
Sarah McLachlan.
That's funny, yeah.
I learned because I went to Lilith Fair
Mhm.
and I saw Sarah McLachlan. Who
I saw
loved all
her.
no, I saw her.
97?
Probably. Yeah. Yes,
Oh
it
my
was.
God, you guys
And
were there
I
together.
saw-
And you went to college
College
together?
I know. We didn't even know each
And
other.
Sean Colvin was there
Right.
too. Holy cow.
They're born in the same hospital. Legend. Hey,
No.
baby. No.
So I saw Sarah McLachlan at Lilith Fair, and she had a cellist with her, and that was the moment when I went, "Holy crap! I want to do that someday." And so
That's
that
really
inspired
cool.
me, and actually, that's how I learned how to play guitar. For music therapy, you have to learn how to play different instruments, and so I learned to play guitar, learning through Sarah McLachlan, and so I think she's
Yeah.
inspired me in many ways.
Well, now, how many instruments
Hold
can
on.
you play?
I think I might got it here.
Well,
Oh my gosh.
I hate you so much right now. I swear to God.
Oh.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I hate you so much.
the other one is my favorite though because
The air horn?
yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
just remind me
I'm doing it, I
when you're
promise.
going to do this. Tell me when you're
Yeah.
I won't do the air horn, I promise. See, that's just old. That's the stupid
That
one.
was like a semi-horn.
Yeah.
That was like a
Meh.
clown. That was like a clown.
That was
People
like
love
when
it.
you-
The
when
people
you-
love it. The people love it. It's up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
That's like the horn when you drive by as a teenager and you're like doing this thing.
Yes. Yes. All right. I'm sorry.
I hate you so much right now.
I
Trying to
shouldn't have put
attract
this.
all
I
the-
shouldn't have put the sound effects on this board right now. It's just a problem for me. All right.
I love it.
In the middle of us talking, he's just going to automatically just hit the button somewhere.
Wow.
All right. Anyways.
So, back to the questions. So, how many instruments can you play?
Well, so cello's my main instrument, but for music therapy, we had to be proficient in piano and guitar. But then they make you learn 6 weeks of every instrument. So I had to play trumpet and trombone and clarinet. And
but trumpets are good.
flute And I like string instruments. I stick with that. I picked up the guitar really easy. Piano is horrible. It's like 2 clefs, 2 hands, your foot. It's like playing the drum set to me. I can't. My brain does not function like that. But I can play string instruments all day long.
Well, it
So
doesn't
it's
have a does it have a
interesting.
foot thing? Oh, it does. Yeah. There it is. Okay.
Yeah, or like playing.
She got a foot thing over there.
Yeah, playing trumpet or trombone, having to breathe to play instrument was really hard for me. It's like that
Yeah.
might be something that would be okay for you as a
Yeah.
singer. That probably would be a natural thing, but for me, I'm like, what?
Might be
Yeah.
the cigarettes, the cigar smoking.
Yeah, that would
Might cut that down for
That would be
Yeah.
that'd be hard.
All that weed. So you didn't answer.
No, I've got several instruments in one apparently, so
Press that button. I got drums. Ding, 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 ding.
I can
Right,
play.
because that's electric, right? So okay.
Well, no, that's not what I meant.
Oh.
I just meant that it's like piano doesn't transfer as well to other instruments. Like learning the piano, I can't take this and say, "Oh, now I can play a string instrument." I mean, I get the concept of
Notes are notes.
notes
right.
are notes.
Yeah.
I get that,
So her
but
answer is no.
well, there's no to the answer. It's one is the answer.
Well, you know, and I understand what you mean because, like, me and my sisters, our grandmother made us go through band and all. I played the cornet, which is a smaller trumpet. You know what I mean? So, but my sisters played strings. Then my other played the flute. I couldn't play any of them for the life of me.
Mm-hmm.
I love the sound of them, but I couldn't play them. You know what I mean? So
The other thing too, I know with me that I tried to learn the guitar and I can play basic guitar chords, but for me the piano is just for lack of better words, it's an instrument for my creativity. Like it's instrumental to my creativity. And for me, like I'm more a singer than anything else. And for me, it was a way for me to write music. It was a way for me to get out feeling. It was so if I wanted to make music and really emote, I'm not going to be like, I should learn the guitar right now. I'd be like, screw that. I want to just play music. So I would go to the piano. I didn't, when I want to make music, I already know how to do this.
So just,
Yeah,
so
I
just
hear
throw
you.
strings in the garbage real quick. Well, I don't
Yeah.
But isn't a piano a string instrument?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Of course,
right?
yeah.
But it's
So you do
different.
play the strings.
I play the string.
There it is.
I play the vocal chords.
There it is. That's a string instrument too, because you have it's the chords
Vocal
and stuff like
folds.
that.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
know. Now we're getting cheesy here.
All right, Meredith.
For some reason, we just keep going back to
Liquor.
Waukesha. We just keep going back to Waukesha, getting seedy.
And Disney.
All right, so you guys, if you
Liquor.
want to hear more of Parallel and you want to see them live in person, you know where you need to go.
Where do they need to go?
They need to go to HorrorCon Summer Concert Series at Kiwanis Park on
Yeah.
July 26th.
And if they can't, they can go to our Facebook page, and we always put our posts up there where we're
Yes.
performing.
Yep,
And
and we've got-
Facebook page is
Parallel Band MKE, and
MKE.
it's PARALLEL Band MKE.
I always
we've
have a
got
hard
our-
time.
And we've got our EP out on
Yeah.
iTunes.
I would say y'all didn't bring us no EP.
Spotify.
We have a copy of this, bro. What are you
Do
talking
you?
about?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, we do.
Oh yeah, you do. We gave you one. That's right.
Mhm.
He didn't tell me about it.
I
well, I
said,
guess we
hey,
need
you
to give
see
you your
Parallel
own.
send us a copy of theirs on SoundCloud?
No, you be like, no, hey, Emil, guess what I got in, Emil?
I said
I
those
didn't get none of
exact
that.
words. Those exact words.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Oh, I wouldn't be sitting here like this right now.
All right.
If you would have said, hey, Emil, I got this Parallel joint, man.
We're not doing this
You know
right
I
now.
love Parallel.
We're just
But
not doing
for
this
some
right
reason
now.
I didn't get it.
We're not doing this right now.
Okay, I'm just
So I
saying.
think all of the originals that we did are all on the EP.
Yes, yeah.
today.
Most of them.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a couple that aren't, but
Yeah.
Naivety.
Yeah, but I mean the ones that we did today are all
Yeah,
on the EP.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So if you guys want to hear more Parallel, you can either tune in here or you can go to their Facebook page at Parallel Band MKE. Or do you guys don't have not a Facebook page, but a website, do you?
You know,
We
do.
did.
Yeah.
We did.
I thought you did. That's what I thought.
Yeah, and it we need to redo it. So right now it's
Yeah.
just the Facebook page, but yeah, the website
Which-
will be up and coming again.
As a
Yeah.
band, I feel like Facebook is much more. It's,
Oh, yeah.
it's just better than
We have an Instagram account.
Ooh, what's that?
we do.
And we have it. They can go-
Parallel MKE, I
Yes.
think.
And we got it.
Parallel MKE.
We have an
Yeah.
Instagram account.
I've been tagging you guys.
And everything, yes.
I've been tagging you,
Oh
Meredith.
yeah, that's right.
I don't get those. He gets the notifications. I don't get them.
I control the Instagram.
I don't like social media. I just like
I'm
I
bad
have
at
to
it.
because of this.
He's
whole
anti-social.
thing.
I
it's
love
like-
that. I love that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm bad at it.
Yeah.
See,
I
she's
think
a
that's what it is.
songwriter. I
Yeah.
do the booking and the social media, and that's my thing. I'll do that. I'll do that all day long. You write songs.
Which is funny because I'm the planner.
Right. Yeah. You organize events for
I
a
know,
living.
I know.
She's
But maybe that's why I'm like, I don't want to do this in my free time.
Right. 'Cause
I'm
you're
doing it all day,
the time.
every
Yeah.
day. Mhm.
Exactly. Yeah. Why would
Yeah.
you?
Thea's
And you're
the-
kicking old people down the stairs all
Thea
the
is
time. and-
awesome. Thea's an awesome. She's a very, very good booker. She's very good at it.
Yeah.
well, thank you.
You're welcome. Dave is supposed to be our tax person, but
Yeah, thank God. I don't know.
we don't really.
Damn it, Dave.
Dave.
We need a tax person too. All right.
We're not going to Dave, evidently. You just go what they said.
Oh, can't believe you just did that to him.
Oh,
All
poor Dave. We love Dave.
All right. So Meredith,
Yes.
Thea, Dave, Chris, and Rick,
Yeah.
Don't forget Billy.
Or Bill.
and
Bill.
Bill, and Bill,
Bill.
and Bill. You know what I would never
He-
remember.
he
if I
might
didn't
be
see the
behind
names.
Meredith back on
I
the
have them
screen.
all right here. You guys don't understand. I have
Oh.
everything right here, all information. But I would have remembered anyways.
Yeah.
I know the three of you aren't here, but I feel like you are here in spirit, and I want to thank you for joining us to this evening also. But I do want to thank you too for joining us. And I don't know, do you have anything else you need to plug before we take off? You want to play another song, or just want to say,
Yeah. If you need a
Come
wedding
to-
planner,
yeah, there it is. What's your business's name?
bluefancyevents.com.
There it is. If you guys are
Wait,
planning your
one more
wedding,
time.
bluefancyevents.com. I've got to plug my business.
There you got
Come
to.
on.
Yeah,
That's right.
or if any of you are, songwriters, musicians, and want your music reviewed,
Yeah.
Yeah,
music
yeah.
review roulette. We're
Yeah.
always looking for new bands and stuff to review and put out there. So
music review. Do you have an email account for that, or No?
you can go to our the SoundCloud page, or we've got a Facebook page.
okay, music review?
Now, can we
Roulette.
lock you guys into
Roulette.
coming back in here? That's the most important question. Can we lock you guys to coming back?
Yeah, that's just
Sure.
great.
You don't need to come here again. It's fine.
Wow.
Sure, we'd love to.
There we go. Got it locked in, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, guys. Once again, if you want to see Parallel live and in person, please come to the HorrorCon Summer Concert Series at Kiwanis Park in HorrorCon, Wisconsin. That's July 29th. 6th. Sorry. That's my bad. See, I don't have the page up, so I don't remember.
Make sure you join the Shop FM down there with the group Parallel.
Yep,
It's
we'll
gonna
be down
a
there.
Great time.
It'll be fun. It's going to be amazing. And these lovely young ladies will be down there jamming out, doing exactly what they love to do. And I love it that they love what they love to do. And that's the signal to the end of the show is the banner falling behind them. All right, guys.
Done.
Yes, we are
It is a
done.
wrap.
It's a wrap. Thank you,
And
guys.
it's a wrap.
Yep. Thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, if you like this episode, you want to see it again, you want to hear it again, you know where to go. Go to www.theshopfm.com. Click on the Shop FM on the Go link and download our podcast. And our podcast page on iTunes, Podbean, Google Play, everywhere.
And do what?
And always remember to like that shit, share that shit, download that shit, review that shit, rate that shit, and always continue to remember to do that shit, do that shit, and do that shit. We out
here.
y'all. Peace.
Wow.
That was an ending.